Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Listen Along. I'm your host, William, and I'm also the drummer for Glass Beach, and today I'm joined by Johnny, AW, over here.
Hi.
You should use your microphone.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, hi. I see we got TL Gay in the chat. We got Demon Twink here in the chat.
Demon Twink.
I like Glass Beach and this
my
stream.
ritual finally came through.
We got posture checks, drink some waters coming in.
Oh,
we got Jay
water.
passing by the screen.
Do you have water to drink? It's gonna happen, Johnny.
Hi, Saturn Wolf. Wasn't it Saturn Wolf? Didn't it used to be Saturn Wolf?
I'll take a LaCroix. I'd love that. I'm looking at this. Okay, wait. So people are giving you tips for posture and
posture check and drink some water.
That's pretty cool.
I'll drink some water right now.
Drink some water. Wow.
Great.
So supportive. Such a supportive community here on the Glass Beach.
Yeah, they get to use their channel points to do that stuff. So, Demon Twink, aka TWIABP from last 2 weeks. Gotcha. Hello, hi, hey, 324 is here. Says hey.
3 to 4.
Hello. Everyone say we're getting another posture check in here. All right, we're gonna be sitting.
Check in with yourself.
Yeah.
The idea of perfect posture, I've learned recently, this uniform idea of good posture is apparently bullshit and made up, and what good posture is to you and what your body is comfortable with.
Sure.
So if you're doing a posture check, just align yourself, make sure you're not hunching or whatever, but just check in with yourself. Don't hurt yourself. You can't hear me. You can't hear me.
Is your switch?
My mic is definitely not picking me up.
Oh well, then you're low.
Oh, 'cause I just picked up Jay's microphone.
Yeah, you picked up the wrong one.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's you could before, I'm assuming, and now you can. Yeah, I picked up the wrong microphone.
No one heard your posture check.
Posture. If you're checking your posture, you don't need to check it to your idea of a standard good posture. Check to your posture. Your posture. Just make sure you're not hunching and hurting yourself.
Yes.
No more hunching and hurting.
Demon. Also, what the fuck? I didn't know Will was so jacked. I just wear. Well, okay, I'm fit, but I just wear tight clothing.
How did you not?
William
know
works
is
out.
What I want to know.
William works out.
Can I get a vibe check? Demon Twink says vibe check. Okay. All right. Before this gets off the rails at the top here, if you've never been to one of these before, this is Listen Along. We're basically going to be listening to the entirety of an album in a sitting, start to finish, no stopping, and talking and doing album commentary essentially as we go along. I have been very fortunate to have the artists on who have created these records to come on and listen and talk to them with me every single time so far, barring the first one that I ever did, which was the remix album for the first Glass Beach album. But I was involved in that kind of, so I guess.
I was gonna say the artist is you in this case.
Yes, it's me. But I've had Dogleg on and Jimily, Origami Angel, Pink Shift. I had Nightlife last week, and that video is up now. You can find the VODs for all of the listen alongs on the Second Glass Beach channel on YouTube. That is the Second Glass Beach channel on YouTube, and you can find the playlist with bit.ly/listen along YT, and that's a capital L, capital A, capital YT. Listen along YT. bit.ly/listen along YT. You look like you want to say something.
No, I was just listening intently to that URL.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. I'm going to pull up an image here. It's going to be right below us. So first, the thing I like to do is visit a band's website or Bandcamp. I encourage you to purchase albums and merch if you can. I think more than any other person, I'm going to encourage you to make some purchases here, just because Johnny is currently funding an album.
This is true.
We'll get into that in a second. I want you to talk about that while we're doing the browsing section. So please donate to Johnny and buy merch, and they have a bunch of great merch, and you do all the designs yourself, right?
Yeah, most of it.
Yeah. So check that out. I'll be showing it to you momentarily, and then after, you can get it after we do a little listen. The album we're listening to today is from 2013, but Johnny's been releasing music consistently forever since then, and even along other projects like Charlie Mountain, which I would also love for you to talk about once we get to it.
Okay.
Which is more of a country, indie country kind of feel.
Yeah.
Very good. And we have Jay here now.
Welcome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then you're going to need to open a streaming service, a provider of your choice, because I will not be playing the music live on stream. We'll be doing a sync. I'll be doing a countdown, a 3, 2, 1, go. That wasn't it, but that is exactly what it's going to sound like. When I do it on go, you'll hit play with me, and we should all be synced up. We'll be synced up. Yeah. I'm like, it's like all of you need to hit play, but us with you, the audience here. Which we've got more people. I don't know if I caught everyone. TL Gay says, also, William, is this another listen along of someone I showed you? It is. Actually, yeah. Yeah, TL Gay showed me Chris Farron, Jeff Rosenstock, you, Roswell Kid, just a bunch of
lineup.
Bands in college, and I'm very thankful. It led me to here. Wow. And now we're in a room together.
Oh, my God.
Which, by the way, there was a safe thing. We are all vaccinated, and also Johnny's been like chilling with us. So it's not like I was like, just come on over, Johnny.
Oh, yeah. We're kind of neighbors / roommates
for right now. Yeah.
In your driveway.
Yes. Yep. And no one knows where that is, and no one will.
Never.
So you'll have to open a streaming service provider, hit play, sync with us. Exclamation point listen in the chat is going to bring up a bunch of links. It's a link to the low key website where your album donation stuff is set up, and that's also the merch page. Yeah, the record label stuff, and then also your Bandcamp is in there. Also, I have a link to your Cameo because you're doing like $20 cameos as well. And this is all to fund their album. So again, I encourage you to exclamation point listen. Check out all the links. I'm pretty sure it's like 4. I got 4 freaking links in there.
Wow, so many links.
So many links. Yeah. And since we're kind of at the point we're talking about, that makes the most sense. So like, open a streaming provider right now. The album is Say What You Mean. Say What You Mean.
Say what you
by technically your streaming name is john-allison weiss.
That is my artist name.
That's your artist name. Okay.
Yeah, my full official Spotify registered artist name is John-Allison Weiss.
Okay.
John-Allison being a hyphenated name, that is my first name also. It's really fun for everybody.
How long ago did you change that on the streaming stuff? Was that a hassle?
Yeah, it's been like a bit of a process because all the streamers these days are so like corporate, so everything's really like there's a lot of red tape, and they don't like to give you any answers unless you're like Beyonce or something. But we worked it out, figured it out.
Sure.
So I mean, that mostly all happened when my music stopped being in the hands of old record labels, and then I got it back in my possession, and then I was able to get my name switched over and stuff.
Is all of your music back to you now?
Almost all of it, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's good.
This record in particular, Say What You Mean, fully belongs to me now, which is great because I can actually make a living off of my music.
Oh,
yeah, right.
That's good. So all of the 0.00027% of the streaming stuff you're gonna get today is all going to you.
Every 0.001 penny.
Every pity, as the Wolfpack guy said.
Yeah, the pities.
Every pity.
I'm gonna go to the web browsing. This will be able to see us. So this is cool. Oh, wrong one. Going back.
Oh.
This one. Yeah. Yeah, so you'll see here, this is the website for Lower Key Music, and that's your record label, essentially?
Yeah, it's pretty much just my like vehicle of releasing my own shit. John-Allison Weiss, my country band Charlie Mountain. For a while there, I was going by AW, and I have like one song out under that moniker still, so it's like everything I do is through Lower Key Music, which is... Yeah, I'm calling it a record label, but it's pretty much just me doing the things that I've always done.
I think that makes sense. It's nice to have, like, because if it is all under, like, different names, it's good to have one place where it's
all connected.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at chat here. Inserting William's joke about Deezer. Yeah. We'll be using the Green Music app. You can use whatever you want. The fruit with the bite taken out of it, or
is Deezer your streaming service of choice?
No. My choice is the Green Music app.
What is it?
With the lines, with the 3 lines, the Green Music app with the 3 lines.
I don't know. Oh, that one.
This one right here.
Oh yeah, Green Music, 3 lines. Yeah,
Green Music up with the 3 lines. It's not. It's not legal if we say the name. I just don't like to. Like what? I don't want to give them.
Yeah, I usually just say stream it wherever you stream your
Stream
stuff.
it wherever you stream.
Islands in the stream, baby. We're all there.
You figure out the thing about the store.
Yeah, just the store is working for me, so I'm gonna whisper you an email address to hit up Run for Cover about that, because I don't know why that's not working for you.
Yeah.
That's odd.
Oh, the Run for Cover store?
Yeah, they're not able to add stuff to their cart. So yeah, you can email them. They're usually good about helping with that stuff.
Is this going or is it paused?
It should be going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good. All right. Well, how about you take it away? I'm just going to show people your website as we're going along. You want to talk about what you are preparing for here and kind of what you've been up to, maybe stuff that you want to like guide people towards.
Yeah, I guess if you go to my site and you're browsing, you'll see it's set up kind of like a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe sort of fundraising thing, but I'm just doing it all myself because I don't like having to give part of it to middleman. So yeah, I got a fundraiser going on my site. I've made a new record. This past year I made all the demos myself, and I hired a friend to record them with me, and we're working on getting it mixed right now, and I am self-funding it all instead of trying to do it through a record label. So, and this is it. It's this website that I made, and there's some fun graphics and a bunch
see a horse down there.
Yeah, there's a horse down there.
Yeah, the horse is just a little something I threw on there for funsies.
Yeah.
You know, who doesn't love just an animated horse? Why not? So yeah, and all my merch and stuff, I don't know, I've been I basically, like, my long story short backstory is that I've been making music and making like the merch and shit that goes along with my music since I was like 14 years old, and I'm 34 now. And so that would be what I would call my whole life. And, yeah, I'm just continuing to do it. So usually when you see merch and stuff on my site or whatever, it's all designed by me, unless I call somebody out specifically. Like I just did put up the crest design. It's like a throwback of an old one. It's this one.
Oh, this one right here. Yeah.
And that's an artist I really love named Hiller Goodspeed, who like did that art for me like 10 years ago, and then since everything has changed, I made a new version of it. So whether it's through like t-shirts or pre-ordering the record or even just like getting a postcard from the road, there are all sorts of ways to support John Allison Weiss on the internet.
Speaking of getting a postcard from the road, do you want to fill people in on your current life situation?
Oh yeah, so basically after the pandemic hit, I just like kept touring without playing shows, and the way that I did that was I guess for the first year of it, I moved into my Jeep and was doing like car camping and staying with friends and stuff like that. And then at the top of this year, I got an old vintage travel trailer, and I've been like working on that while living inside of it. And that is my thing now. I live in this trailer, and I kind of just like bop around the country, and I've been like I'm at the undisclosed Glass Beach headquarters right now for a couple weeks, parked in y'all's driveway, and sometimes I go out into the wilderness and go off grid. But yeah, that's my thing now. I've been saying that my goal is to just be like a weird old dude with a roadside stand in the desert and also make music on the internet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing I think about is like if I just didn't really have to think about money, I would be so content with doing something kind of like that. I mean, I don't really love traveling, and I don't like being outside. So like not that exactly, but like I hate everything that you just said. But no, it would be very different for me. But there's definitely like some. I feel like most people would just be less stressed and a lot more casual about life if they didn't have to, worry about making money.
Yeah, well, I mean, like my own personal story involves trying to like quote unquote make it in the music industry for the past decade or so. I was living in Brooklyn, I was living in Los Angeles, and it sort of dawned on me at one point where I could make a living off of my music if I didn't live in one of the most expensive cities in the world. So
Yeah.
I quit my
Tell me
life
about it, yeah.
and got this trailer, and I've been trying to just like get my expenses as low as possible so I can see how I can live off of my music. And so far, so like, yeah, right now this is what it looks like. Travel trailer in my buddy's driveway, and maybe someday more than that, but it's working. So
Yeah.
oh shit, somebody in the chat says they have a Hiller Goodspeed chest tattoo.
Here it is.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I am a good thing just the way I am.
Cool.
That is actually a really beautiful. Yeah, Hiller's a great artist.
Wow.
Wow, small world. That's the person who did the merch that we were just calling.
Yeah. The one that from 10 years ago, and the one that just got revamped. I just want to talk a little bit here about this merch and the merch page in general. And thanks for talking about all that shit.
Oh, I love to. Literally, I spend so much stupid time like tweaking my own internet presence and web pages and stuff. The idea that we're just like scrolling through and talking about it right
check
now
all
is like
this
a dream
out.
come
Yeah.
true. Look at this.
This is what you dream of on like Tumblr early days, you know. One day.
One day someone's gonna look at my Tumblr theme and appreciate it.
Yeah. So I do like this. I mean, like, and you've raised about $15,000 already, which is good. And like
crushing it for, considering it's all me. So that's
yeah. And
good.
I'd love to see you to hit your goal, because that would be amazing. And at the top here, of course, like there's just donating, like straight donation amounts, right? And then we have Venmo, Cash App, scan this code to contribute via PayPal. This is all very well set up.
Thank you.
I'm not surprised, but I am impressed.
Thank you. Oh my god.
It's very good, and I love your note here too, and it's a good like little synopsis of what you're trying to do, raising the money and like everything. So again, I mean, this is linked. If you do !listen in the chat, this is the first link that's in that little spread that I have. And then I love how much like different merch you have here. I love how you have these like set up for like advanced digital copy of the new record plus some goodies, and then like you have these bundles here, which everyone loves a bundle.
Everyone loves a bundle. I'm really excited too, because part of the bigger bundles, I'm doing a lyric zine, which is something I did for the record Say What You Mean a long time ago, because I crowdfunded that record as well. And did a zine for it that had all the lyrics and like little notes and stories and photos about the songs and those sorts of things, which I feel like is gonna be really fun for this one too, because I was like out in the wild doing weird shit all year.
Oh, I remembered another link that is in there. I have your Patreon linked.
Oh,
in
sick.
there
Thank
as
you.
well.
Yeah.
It's this funding page. It's your Patreon, your Cameo, which you're doing cameos to raise money for this as well. And like, if you don't know what a Cameo is, it's basically an app/website where like niche celebrities and all the way up to like celebrities, like I think Z to A tier celebrities, whatever you want to call them, we'll do like shout outs or like happy birthdays, or basically you can pay them to say like at their own discretion like pretty much anything for you. And I know like you're doing that to fund for your album, but other celebrities have done like charity things like that, and then other people just like are like ex-celebrities who just do it to make money.
Yeah, I think people just make a living on it.
Yeah.
There's the guy from I think 311 is doing it. He'll do a little song for you.
Oh.
Wow, okay.
I know, right?
Is it also him who's like really good friends with Santana? Or no, that's the guy from Matchbox 20, right?
Yeah.
Never mind.
I think of Rob Thomas.
Rob Thomas.
I wouldn't be surprised if Rob Thomas was on Cameo. There's so many people on there. Did you ever see the one where Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray?
He broke up with someone?
Yeah.
And I was like, sorry, buddy. She's just not feeling it. Oh, and he's like, ooh, and like right before finals too. That's rough. That's rough.
Oh my god.
It is very good.
Okay, what celebrity would you want to like break up with you for your partner?
Okay, I mean, I feel like it depends on like if you're doing this to like make it go over easier, or if it's like a shitty relationship and you're just trying to like rub it in their face.
Oh no,
or
you're the one being broken up with in this scenario.
Oh.
Who do you want to give you the news?
Who gives you the news and you're okay with the breakup because of the way
Who would help? Like,
oh gosh.
Man.
Well, hey, will you ask me right now? John-Allison Weiss.
Oh my! What? Please don't make me break up with anyone. Oh god.
No, we need to fund your album. Everyone start
Hey, if
breaking
anyone's
up.
got a hard decision coming up, listen.
If you have a hard decision and also you want to fund a great album, have I got
to
the
break up
cameo
with
for
your
you?
partner for you.
Would you do one of those? Would you? If someone paid you?
Yeah.
You would break up with someone's partner?
Yeah.
Wow.
I would do it. I think because
I don't know.
But-
I don't know if I would.
You could also hire
Not on
Johnny
a
to,
moral
like,
thing, but just
you
like
know,
I don't know if
you're like, I don't know. You don't know if you could do it. If
Yeah,
you could
sorry,
do it.
I was
Joe.
thinking you could also hire them to give you like a pep talk or like to
yeah.
describe a certain pizza to you. You know, you have options and have to be emotional turmoil, but you also have the option of emotional turmoil, I think, in there too.
I know.
Just like buy a fucking cameo to like order pizza.
That is
That's
fun.
good.
That's a
Here's my
good
order.
idea.
Can
If you have a
like-
regular, if you have a really regular order at a place, you could get a cameo of like a celebrity just like saying your order, and every time you go to like insert chain here,
Yeah.
like
Show them the video. And be
show
like, I
them the
want
video
this.
and be like, "This is what I want," and they're just like, "Oh, cool! You got Andy Milonakis to do your
Exactly who it would be.
to do your BK order."
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. The last thing I want to say about this is the thing I really appreciate about some of the, especially the bottom merch here you have, like, well, the hat I like a lot, crying at the party, but I think that merch that is not so directly linked to an artist is very cool and fun and like a good way of, oh, someone said doing a cameo for a voicemail. That would actually that makes sense.
Yeah.
That is a good
Totally.
idea.
But I mean, you have like a little tip section here to add to like whatever you purchase. But I especially like crying at the party is a hat you can just have.
That's a great hat to wear.
It's a hat you can just have. And not only that, but I really like, I mean, like, let's go find out who we are. And I mean, I know this stuff is still linked to like you and lyrics and,
Yeah,
and
totally.
things, but these are gorgeous patches and like pins that that patch is so
Absent of
good.
the context, if you don't have it, they're still.
And then like especially this like right here, it's only $5. Like the howdy, my pronouns are blank. Thank you so much. Like it's a
Yeah.
great design for
I've
one too.
literally been like in the market for some sort of pronoun. Just like declaration I can wear in public and not have to tell people because it's
I got you.
awkward. And I'm literally ordering that right now.
Oh
just
my
for-
god,
for
you don't have
that
to order
purpose.
it. I have them.
Oh, you have them here?
Like,
Well, then
I have
we can
them-
pay you and you can hand them to
I'll
us.
do
Okay,
a
I'll bring
short
them in.
distance.
I have so many.
turnover.
I'll throw them all over the place.
Okay.
No, yeah, those ones are good. I'm glad you appreciate that merch. It's fun to have stuff that's not my band name, and I think that came about by just having a band name that's only your name feels weird.
Sure.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Maybe you don't
Put
know
your name
because
on
you're in a
everything.
band that's not your band name.
Just
But,
like a bunch of people going around just wearing your name on their shirt. Like,
yeah, like it
that's
doesn't
pretty weird,
feel
yeah.
like a band name. It feels weird when you see your shirt,
Yeah.
but it's your name. You're like, it
yeah.
doesn't feel like a cool band shirt. It's my name. It's weird, you know?
I am imagining that actually now, just seeing like strangers just wearing my name. on
Jonas
their shirt.
Newhouse.
Jonas Newhouse, yeah.
That
Do you ever-
that's especially
Yeah.
because like, well, and you too, because John-Allison Weiss
Squirrel.
is not common.
Squirrel?
It's climbing the house.
Okay,
You see
cool.
its tail. Sorry, yeah.
Wait, our house?
Yeah, you can just see
Our
its tail
house.
like on the corner.
I see it.
He's
Yeah.
probably chit chatting with the rats.
Well,
It steals.
too bad we
seeds
can't show that
or
to you.
Yeah.
shells.
Fucked up
sorry.
that succulent.
no, but John
was on the
Allison Weiss.
TV.
Oh, the one
Yeah.
that on the TV got knocked down. Yeah.
Yeah.
that
The squirrels
sad.
have been attacking it to eat it. It sucks.
Dang.
Yeah. They attacked our sunflowers, ripped the flowers off of them.
Yeah.
I mean, they were already dead, but
Yeah, sure. they can have them now. I mean,
Yeah.
At least the bees got to enjoy them for a while.
they did.
They did. Anyway, but Jonas Newhouse and like John-Allison Weiss, those both are like such uncommon names
Yeah.
that like
No doubt.
that would be so weird.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
if it was just like William.
Even William White.
Even
If you see
William
William
White.
White, you're like, oh.
William White's a
someone-
super common name.
You just need to make it look like it's like a designer brand name or something.
Yeah, oh my god,
Ralph Lauren or Versace
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Marc Jacobs, yeah.
Yeah. I saw a tweet going around where somebody thought Karl Marx was a fashion.
I've actually heard that Karl Marx is anti-fashion.
Oh yeah.
but you crushed it. That was really good.
Anti-fash.
Anti-fashion. I'm against fashion.
the
I'm
same.
anti-fashion.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm on the listening screen now. Do we want to?
Oh, Andrew Johnson.
Yeah.
I think I know him.
Whenever you're ready.
Andrew Johnson.
Wasn't that a president? Like the like.
Jackson.
Well, there was also a
Was there an
Johnson.
Andrew Johnson as well?
I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
Johnson.
I have a shirt that just says white. We've joked about like William having a brand of milk called white milk.
Yeah.
Or William white milk.
William white milk. But it would be chocolate milk. Isn't that amazing?
Would you make it chocolate milk that is white? So it's it's white
white.
chocolate.
White chocolate.
No, chocolate milk. It just looks white. So it's like you know.
It would be a rich, dense, mucky,
crunchy,
brown,
globulated.
But we're talking like
brown milk,
brown,
like chocolate milk,
but
it's just called white
from a
milk.
brown cow.
From a brown
the brand
cow.
is white.
From a brown cow.
Yeah, but the brand is white.
Chocolate milk from a chocolate cow.
Johnny's brand is chocolate milk.
No.
Bring us the chat.
Okay, all right,
17th
chat.
president. Okay,
chat. Here's the deal. We're getting to the part in this where we're actually going to do the listen.
Wait.
What is this?
Somebody in chat.
Do you want to read it?
Yeah, you can read it.
X-Files Hoodie said, just wanted to say the stream is very cool. I'm so bummed I have to stop watching because I'm at work and they're doing a downtown Summerfest thing and there's an Elvis impersonator out front of my store, which is super cool, but I can't hear anything on the stream because of it. Crying, laughing.
Oh,
face.
no.
Is it super cool?
Is it cool?
Is it super cool that there's no impersonator out front of your store? Are they good?
Listen. Are they good?
Are they good? Oh, are you considering a new career?
Yeah, I'm going to start doing cameos as Elvis.
Oh my god, that's a really good, specific, weird cameo. William from Glass Beach doing Elvis impersonators.
It's pretty good. My dad was an Elvis impersonator.
It was your dad. I knew
Whoa, docs.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm just kidding.
My dad was Elvis.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, yeah, I could do a Shaggy cameo. I could do like a Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo Shaggy?
Like Scooby-Doo Shaggy, not like Shaggy.
Not like it wasn't me, Shaggy.
Grab an esoteric meme and do it as Shaggy.
An esoteric meme?
dope.
Oh, how far? Where's the book?
It's only over there.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Sorry, that was unhelpful of direction.
An esoteric
it's
meme?
right
It's only
behind
over
me.
there.
We have an
Oh, yeah.
esoteric meme.
I don't know if
book.
chat
God.
Esoteric
has seen
meme.
this book.
I've been looking through that book and I can't understand a single thing of it.
Dax and I got that at like a zine fest around here. I honestly don't remember who made it.
Okay, all right. Here I've got one.
Like Scoob.
Okay. I had to access Shaggy here.
Like Scoob, when you're trying to action potential and the MG Plus blockade leaves. Can I see the picture? Wait, what the fuck?
I have
Hold on.
Is that like a chemistry thing or something? Or when you're trying to action potential in the MG, that seems like chemistry, right?
Yeah. Bring it up there. I'll focus on it.
Oh my god.
Hold on. Let me get focus.
There it is.
It's such a great book.
Yeah, this is the book, Esoteric Memes. Check it out. It's
It's a biology thing. Okay. TL says it's a good meme, and they would know.
Cool.
They're a biologist.
That's a good meme.
It's a
And I would
biology
know. Okay, open a
Hell
streaming
yeah.
provider. Do it. This is final call. Last call. We're going to do the listen part now. So open a streaming provider of your choice. And
Choice.
yeah, am I right? So do that, and then again,
I didn't choose this.
it's John-Allison Weiss on all streaming stuff, and the album is Say What You Mean.
That's it. That's
So check that out. Look it up. We're going to start pretty soon. Again, I will not be playing the music live on stream, so you are in control of whether or not you hear it as we go along.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm sure you're wondering, there will be somebody who comes in about 20 minutes saying, hey, why can't I hear the music? And we're going to be nice to them, and we're going to tell them the
Yeah.
first time. If they ask
Yeah.
again, we're going to be mean to them, and they're going to leave.
And what can they do? They can look. They can find
Yeah,
the
they
streaming
can
provider,
see-
and they can
yeah.
look. They can look down here at this bar on the listen screen down. down below,
down below us.
and find their spot and join in.
Yeah, so if you're watching this on YouTube as well.
Oh, Ralph can't do their Deezer login. I can't remember it.
Oh no! Oh no! Not your Deezer login. Yeah. So at any point below, I mean, I encourage you right now, turn off shuffle, turn off like transitions or whatever if you have them on on for whatever reason. Crossfades, that kind of stuff. Get everything like to neutral so that you don't get ahead or behind or whatever. If you do get off at any point during the stream, down below you'll see it'll show you what song we're on, and it'll show you where we are in the song, and you can try to like link back up with us. So that should be good. How do I turn off my crossfade of me? What?
I think you'll need to talk to
someone.
Are
they wanting me to do another Scoob here?
Like, Scoob, I can't remember my Deezer login.
Really good.
Okay. Any last things we want to say before?
I didn't read that I was like Scoob, but I thought they were genuine. I didn't realize that was part of the joke. Okay, cool.
Oh, sure.
That was what I was saying earlier. Okay. Just like,
just like Scoob, I can't remember my. Did you want to talk about anything else before we get into the?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, if there's anything, I can think specifically like, so this album is from 2013. It's like an older one. Is this one of your more popular albums?
Yeah, I would say this is probably like the quote unquote most popular.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I listened back to it quite a few times this week.
Yeah.
Since Thursday? When did we lock this in?
I don't know. It feels like forever ago, but also a moment ago.
Yeah, but I think I've listened to it about 5 or 6 times since then. Just in preparation.
Just in prep.
And
I love that. Yeah, it's an old one, so
it's easy to see why it's so popular. It fucking is so good.
Oh my god.
I haven't listened to it this week or especially recently, but it is definitely like at least like in the last few years the material of yours I've listened to the most, and it's very good.
Well, I'm proud of it. So
you should be.
You know. I mean, the one biggest thing, the difference is that my voice is about an octave higher. So we're gonna start playing it, and you're gonna be like, "Who is this child?"
We
and it's me.
Yeah, when we played with you before the pandemic at the hi-hat, rip the hi-hat, but it's no more. Yeah,
it's no more.
The hi-hat is no more.
Did not survive.
Yeah, I love that venue.
It was probably my favorite venue that size in LA.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. Favorite venue that size in LA. I mean, yeah. But when we played there, I remember it was like one of the first times you had done like a performance or something. I just know that you were like kept having to stop in the middle of a song and change where the capo was on your guitar.
It was honestly a cool way to to see songs, because I knew about half the songs you're playing really, really well. So like it was a cool way to like kind of recontextualize them and see them in a new life as you're also rediscovering them.
Good, because the moment where I am like starting a song and then I've realized that it's in too high or low of a key is like the worst moment, and it keeps happening these days because I haven't been practicing enough. I'm trying to practice more so that doesn't happen, but I'm really glad that you hear it and you're like, oh, this is great.
I mean, your voice sounded really good when we were listening live, so
I'm glad it was
great.
And even then now, because that was at the end of 2019 and it's even dropped further since then.
That was 2 years ago. Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, because since then, that tour that was a kickoff of a tour that I ended up doing like a live sort of recording from that tour after. And if you were to listen back to that, it's higher now than my voice is now. So it's cool. It's like, I think of it like Justin Bieber. You know, everybody loves Baby, and if you listen to that song, that is a high little voice.
Baby,
baby, right? And now he's like, hot man.
Yeah. He does kind of have hot man voice now.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, totally.
Except, have you listened to interviews of him, like talking?
No.
He's fully losing his voice.
Oh.
He's fully, like...
it's just like raspy. It's like...
I'm trying to think of who's the jazz virtuoso or whatever there is. No, I mean like actual jazz, like
Miles Davis.
Miles Davis.
Yeah, he had a really raspy voice.
By the end there, when you would like hear see interviews with Miles Davis, it was like it was like that. Like I've heard interviews, like watched interviews with Jay Biebs recently, where he sounds a lot like that.
Wrecked.
Yes.
Wow.
Damn.
You'd think with all that money and access, you'd be able to do some voice lessons.
I mean, not just voice. I mean, like if you do, I think he's had vocal surgery. I mean, Adele's had like 2 vocal surgeries. Miley Cyrus had vocal surgery, and it's not like they don't have instructors. Like it's not. But
they're just singing in stadiums.
When you do that so often, and you're doing like 187 shows and like in 8 months or whatever. Like,
and singing at like 11.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
That is very real. At 11, you mean like...
I realize I kind of...
turn up to 11.
I meant turn up to 11, but also like 11 p.m. sometimes, which is also part of it.
Yeah,
but I definitely
really.
meant, turn up to 11.
well, part of that is like you would have to... I mean, it's better than singing in the morning, but you would almost have to change the way that you sleep so that your voice like warms up at the proper time. Because that's something like certain like opera singers and people who on Broadway will do. They'll like change their sleep schedule so that their voice is like warmed by like 8 p.m.
Wow.
Or like 7 or 8 p.m. Instead of like, because your voice like warms for the day naturally, like generally around like 4, like or mid to early like afternoon or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because you like when you try to sing right in the morning, you can't.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like as you warm up and talk and like drink water throughout the day, then by the time you hit like 4-ish around that time, your voice is like actually sort of warmed up. Like right now, all of us talking.
Yeah.
Probably not extremely comfortable. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel fine.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I know that people who perform for the who used to perform for Eurovision and do stuff like that, they would there was someone who said he like would sleep until 3 o'clock. Like he'd change his sleep schedule to sleep until 3 p.m. or whatever because he had like a later performance at Eurovision, and they're like they so don't want to fuck it up and they want to be at like the best that they can be.
Right.
So yeah. It's interesting. Okay,
Demon Twink, that is sad, and I hope you have found or will find a new love for singing, because that sucks.
Oh.
That you weren't able to do it the same way that you had been. Yeah, they were just saying that they were like doing opera singing, and then their voice started changing, and they couldn't hit the songs anymore, and they got disheartened, which I understand. But you know, there's hopefully you can find ways to keep finding the love for it, because
Totally.
singing is great.
Yeah.
There's no shame in just changing the key of things.
Yeah, absolutely.
We changed the key of a couple Glass Beach songs before recording them.
Yeah.
That's all I do. I don't give a shit. I'll move that capo all over that fretboard.
I think it's time for headphones, folks.
Okay.
Let's do this. Let's listen to this old thing.
And I would encourage you, people in the room, to just maybe like keep one off if you can.
Okay. I do need to grab my headphone extender. I was not anticipating it, but I do.
Oh, is this not long enough for you?
It won't be if I lean back. It'll pull.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so Jonas is going to get their headphone extender.
Then I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick.
Cool.
Seems like a good opportunity.
Yeah, and this is the final call. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do the listen along now that we're 40 minutes into the stream.
Oh my, we've been hanging out for 40 minutes.
It's not terribly uncommon.
It feels like just a brief moment in time.
It does. It's nice. You know, time flies when you're sitting talking to cool people about cool shit.
This is true.
And plus, we had like the 20 minutes that we were just chatting before going live. Even it's just
Look at us go.
time flies when you're happy.
Look at us just socializing together here in this room.
Check this out. I want to show you this. Look at this.
Are they seeing what you're seeing right now?
No, they're not.
Okay.
No.
Markle doesn't need a headset because her ears are sensitive enough that she can hear it through mine.
Yeah.
We're attuned that
following.
way.
I'm following.
Is that what you're showing off?
I'm showing you right now before you were even here.
Wow.
I'm following.
Thank you so much.
I encourage everyone to follow on the streaming service.
It's just a small move that helps a lot.
Yeah, click the little follow button, and social media and stuff like that. Speaking of social media, I do have a Twitter for Listen Along now. Underscore Listen Along. It's just @_ Listen Along, and I would encourage you, if you like these at all, to follow that Twitter. If you have Twitter, follow that Twitter and turn on notifications for it. I promise I won't be using it for anything but tweeting about this show. So like I'll do a tweet about upcoming shows, like maybe a schedule tweet, and then I'll tweet about when like this VOD is up on the Second Class Beach channel and when we're doing the next who the next guest is, which is Carol. Carol is the next guest, and I think it's Spoiled is the name of the album, but I'll talk about it later. Oh wow, I Was an Island is your most popular song?
Yeah.
Wow.
What did you think it was going to be?
I thought it was going to be Say What You Mean.
Say What You Mean, the song?
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of the lesser known ones.
That's my favorite song on the album.
Really?
Yeah.
The title track.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
I mean, rightfully so. I always thought it was going to be bigger than it was as well. But yeah, I Was an Island is the tippy top. And probably the next one after that is the song Wait For Me. People really like that one. Although stream-wise, it looks like Making It Up has the
which,
most.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
Making It
the
Up
first.
First song's always got lots.
Making It Up is maybe my second favorite song, so... I mean, it comes out with a bang. I do love this record. I can't wait to talk about it.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait to hear what you have to
favorite
say.
is hard to say. My favorite is probably on this album, but I also know that like when I think back to like when I conjure music into my brain, I'm Ready is always the first song that enters my head, which I feel like is older than these even.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I think it became an earworm so young that I'm just like, if I start listening to one and then like clear my brain, that comes in eventually.
I love that.
It's
Yeah,
very
I'm Ready
catchy.
is like super, super old. In fact, the version of that song on here that's on Spotify is even not the oldest version.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Still haven't put that one up yet, but that
Damn.
going to soon.
Cool.
After
Yeah.
this stream, you should listen to the two versions of Tonya Harding by Sufian Stevens. One is in D major and the other is in E flat major.
Oh,
Interesting.
That sounds interesting. I'm totally gonna listen to that.
Yeah.
Are you a Sufian Stevens head? What do they call themselves?
I wouldn't say I'm a soup head.
Are you a soup
soup
stan?
fan?
No, I don't know what they call each other. But I do really like Sufian and have
Yeah.
a lot of Sufian songs on playlists from over the years. So I think whatever he does is usually pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
I love his music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've liked almost everything I've heard. I listened to quite a few of the states,
Oh yeah.
the state songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Illinois. Come on, feel the Illinois.
In Michigan. Those are the two records I know.
In
as well.
Michigan, yeah. Yeah.
The
Gonna do
Sufjan
50
Stevens hands
state
are just called
albums,
gigs.
made 2 of them, and then was like,
Yeah,
fuck
it
it.
was
Which
like,
I can't
nah.
blame him.
Yeah.
No,
no.
yeah. Why would you ever?
Just like trying to make
actually-
50 albums
I love
is
that.
ridiculous,
I'm
and
gonna-
trying to make them all around the same topic, it's like, that's like a life's work there.
I would have loved
Yeah.
if he like started off like, I'm gonna do a song for or an album for all the 50 states, and then like a couple years later it's like the continental United States, and then it's like the West Coast, like you all knew what I meant, you know.
I'm gonna do a couple albums about a couple states.
The Midwest.
Oh yeah, I know
We
it's
were
just
first
called
begging to
Illinois.
start the album.
I just like, come on, feel the Illinois.
Please, I beg, start the album so I can finish it before I have
Okay.
to go. Okay,
Yeah,
let's do
let's do
it. All right. Again, Streaming Fighter, hopefully you pulled it up. This is, yeah, it's all my bad. As far as content warnings up top, I know there I was thinking about a very specific lyric. Can you think of content warnings like for the... Because I mean, there's definitely like depression is like a content warning, I would say.
Yeah, general depression, anxiety, relationship issues stuff.
Yeah.
I say the F word on track 9.
You do say the F word on track 9. I say the F word on track 9. That's like in your Genius. Like they say the F word on track 9. Okay, I'm stalling more. I'm sorry. Just
Do it.
let's go into it here. So I'm gonna say the track list, like track names as we go along.
Okay.
This is "Say What You Mean" by John-Allison Weiss. And the first track is Making It Up. Are you all ready?
I'm already singing it in my head. And I
I'm
get a
ready.
little bit out of
I
it.
think I'm ready.
All right. Say What You Mean by John-Allison Weiss. First track is Making It Up. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
How's that level?
It's great over here.
What? Oh yeah, it's good.
This is a great drum sound. I gotta
Yeah.
say, the whole like production of this is great.
Thank you. We made it in a tiny room.
Hell
Like,
yeah!
In my friend's place in Brooklyn. He had basically turned a closet into like a control room, and we spent like 6 months there making this record.
Fuck yeah!
And I think
This part is
I love
so
this
fucking
part,
good.
yeah.
like this part.
I love the drum
Yeah.
part here.
I just like
the
how kind of like staccato and boppy it gets really suddenly. This is like a great opener to this.
Okay. Back to what you were saying. Sorry.
No, I keep going. Whatever you're talking about.
I think I totally cut you off in the middle of saying something to Jay, but I was just like, I do fucking love that part.
Yeah.
Well, it just it sounds like really produced and polished, and it's just fun to know that it was made in a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have like? Do you remember? I guess what your image of what this album would be when it came out was?
You know, I didn't really have this album. It took a long time, and I think it's because I didn't really have like an image or a plan or anything. It was the second album I ever made, and in many ways felt like my first like, you know, quote unquote pro album, because everything before that was like in college, just with like buddies, and this was the album that I made with like some friends who were like professional musicians, and I was like, wow, these people are like really doing it. So
how much input did you have in on like everyone's parts? Because like there's synth on here, which you don't use a lot of synth in a lot of your more recent stuff.
It was basically me and my friend Chris, who produced the album, made everything and all the musical decisions, and
wow, okay,
like, wrote all the parts. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then this gets really spacious. It's great. Yeah, I mean the production on this is like outstanding.
Yeah.
The producer is my friend. His name's Chris Kuffner, and he's great. And I feel like in particular spent a lot of time like trying to make like, I don't know, a lot of shit happen on these songs.
Totally.
Like a lot of like very well thought out, intricate parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would be remiss to go past this song without talking about how fucking kick-ass the chorus is.
Yeah.
It is like, so good.
The song comes in with like this really like catchy, just like hits you in the heart verse, and then the chorus just kind of quadruples that feeling. I feel like as far as being like an earworm and very emotionally effective. It's awesome.
That's my favorite thing to do. Catchy choruses.
Yeah, Saturn Rolfs is saying I really love the chorus here too. Yeah. And then Demon Twink says giving big Remember Sports vibes, and I'm loving it.
Cool.
I love Remember Sports. This one is One Way Love, which I thought you were saying Runaway Love.
And I was recently listening to this song and thinking about that. So it was either you who said it to me or somebody else who also heard it that way.
Yeah,
but when you listen to it that way, it's really funny though, because it sounds like I'm saying one away love.
One away. I want a one away love.
Fucking Elmer Fudd.
One away love. I'm never gonna be able to unhear that now.
Also this chorus comes in fucking hard. I'm a big fan of like hitting a note and then like having a harmony like stagger in.
Oh yeah, that was fun. We spent a lot of stupid time on the harmonies of this chorus, specifically being like, the first time it comes through, the first note lasts longer than the second note, and then the second time it comes in, we'll have the second one last longer than the first one.
Yeah,
and so it's like every time it was just a little bit different, and then when we would go to rehearse, it would be like, wait, how's it go again? What the fuck are we supposed to be doing here?
Harmonies are important.
Yeah,
we spend a long time on ours. Like I'll work it out on the piano and stuff. Like,
well, here, Jay would write the hardest harmonies I've ever sung in my life, and then sit there with a little toy like piano in the practice space, being like, "Okay, here's exactly what I want you to sing." Ting, bing, kinko, doo, doo. Like, I'm just like, okay, here I go.
Exactly. I mean, I think it's really fun sometimes to like meticulously put together parts like that.
Yeah, it's great.
How old were you when you made this?
24 maybe. So 23. Over the course of my 23/24 year.
Damn.
Yeah.
The writing is so good. We're 23. I'm just like, God. I suppose that's around how old were you were when we did the first Glass Beach album, right?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think there's like I think there's like a lot of easy honesty in like your lyrics. Like that's what the effect feels like, whether or not it comes out of you that way. Like it feels like I don't know, the kind of songwriting that happens when someone sits down and tells the truth into a song.
Yeah.
And,
This is the like glass sound.
Oh,
This is Nothing Left.
cool. I thought that was like a drum machine or
Oh,
something.
it probably is. What is this? The percussion?
It's definitely drum machine.
Yeah, but it made me think of that, and that's why. Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
That little tick, tick, tick.
The conversation that we had
Yes.
the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, the drums on this song were all programmed, so they're like really fucking tight.
Hell yeah.
I always love that about it.
These drums right now are programmed?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
The drums have been programmed throughout the whole record.
No, just this record. This song.
Just this song.
Those last two definitely sounded
I
like
was
live
like,
drums.
yeah, I was
They're
gonna say.
programmed, but they're also layered in there with real drum samples.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
But it's
sample
like-
reinforcement.
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
tightened up. Like,
and super tight. And I remember specifically, the producer, my friend Chris, had a Pro Tool session of a Paramore song. That song, Crush, Crush, Crush. And if you listen to it, you were able to like strip down all the stuff, and then there's just like this like sort of like weird like
hi-hat
ambient
kind of
track happening through the whole fucking song, through the whole song. And then we were like, oh, cool, let's do something like that. So
Yeah.
that was sort of an influence on here too.
Hell yeah.
Also, this record in particular, I think, was everything I had done before it was a lot folkier, and so on this record, I had like gotten really into like Weezer and Paramore and shit, and I was like, let's make like a big, loud record.
Hell yeah.
And so all the drums are like 1,000,000%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and TL here saying, this is so weird to hear. I used to listen to this a lot in college when I hadn't really thought about my gender and stuff, and now here I am all gay and trans and shit, and being like, how did I not realize I was gay listening to this? Laugh my ass off.
Honestly, me too. No, I was like newly gay when this record came out.
Cool.
Maybe a couple years into it.
Wow.
Were there like songs or lines you wrote that you would kind of in hindsight realize what you were thinking through at the time?
Yeah, definitely. That's
Yeah.
like the story of my life.
Yeah.
Is, like,
Yeah.
I've had that a lot.
Yeah,
That's
like
true.
writing things into songs, like knowing very well what I'm talking about, but being like, I had no idea.
Right, like, not acknowledging it to yourself to the point where you know it, like on the conscious part, like the front part, or whatever.
Yeah,
but it's
you're like, I'm gonna let myself
Yeah.
write about this.
oh, I'm writing from a character. You know, this is like if I was like this is what I'd be thinking. You know?
Exactly. God.
Yeah.
So, will you answer for your crimes of stealing every good chorus and putting it into one album?
I will answer for my crimes. I will
Jesus.
do my time. I will take it.
Yeah. Well, you're trying to pay the legal fees. That's what this next album's actually going towards.
Yes,
For your
absolutely.
crimes of past musicality.
Oh my gosh.
Love the bass here.
Ooh.
Oh, the reverse drums.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
There's some
There's a lot of
treats.
like little risers and stuff throughout the production of this that really, really benefit the climaxes of certain sections. Demon Twink in here says, I was never in denial that I was gay. Kind of knew when I was 10 or so. I'm 25 now. But the predatory wasp of the Palisades is out to get us is the song that told me I was gay. Gay.
What song is that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Sounds gay. I
Isn't
love
that a
it.
Sufian song?
Sounds gay.
It definitely sounds like it. Hold on.
And then they would say, Johnny, I think I'm going to be listening to this album on repeat the same way that I was listening to the first Glass Beach album on repeat for a whole week when I discovered it. Yes.
Yay, I love that.
Check out
And this is
song,
I Was an
then.
Island, the most popular song,
This is the big
which it's
hit.
very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So,
This is a song that like.
Oh yeah, that's on Illinois. Okay.
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Oh, there we go. That makes
I have
sense.
heard
It
it.
goes
I have
back to our
heard it.
Sufian
Yeah.
talking.
Sorry, I don't know track names.
My eyes glaze over at his fucking titles,
Yes.
honestly, sometimes.
Oh my god.
The very beginning of this song, when like I think the 2 times that we've seen you live out here, like you've played it, and whenever it starts, it's like a very, very hype song right at the top because it's like I don't. It's like an opening line that immediately just like grabs you.
Yeah.
Comes in hot but soft, kind of. It's great.
It's a great chorus.
It is.
I
remember shouting
just
this at the
copy
Happy
and
Burger.
paste me saying it's a great chorus for the rest of the album. Just assume I'm saying it.
Yeah, there's like a million versions of this song out because this song was on a record. I put the full length that came out before this one, but it's like a little like folky like 2007 ukulele song. And then on this record, it got the full band loud boy treatment. But I think this is the version that folks like the most. I don't know.
I certainly love this version.
Yeah.
I do want to say, I mean, we've been talking about the lyrics, like, and kind of emphasizing the choruses, but your verses are also very good. You have like I don't know if you still do this. I would have to go back and like read your lyrics for Charlie Mountain or whatever else you have going on. But you have a really good, this part's so good. You have a really, really cool way of taking kind of clichéic, like almost cheesy elements of idioms and phrases and sort of turning them on themselves and making it like I think of like I was a rebel but I had a cause.
Yeah.
It could be a very cheesy, like almost it could be cringy, but it just really feels sincere and like very I just think you have like a way of taking these cheesy lyrics and making it really feel like it is dedicated and an emotive like part of the song. Yeah,
I'm just grinning because I feel like very seen right now. You know, no, I love that shit. Like lyric writing in songs is one of my favorite parts, and I definitely do that sometimes where I'll like purposefully like do some sort of like common phrase but try and make it a little like flip it or something, and I'm just like I'm tickled that you noticed. I'm fucking tickled.
And this is How to Be Alone.
Yeah.
Do you want to get some gaff or something?
Oh, there is. Shit, you might grab that.
What if I just
Oh yeah, that works.
yeah, How to Be Alone is this one. I don't know if I said it already.
Yeah, this is How to Be Alone. This album is very much a breakup album. And a lot of songs on it I wrote like during a really like intense post relationship with like it was like my first gay thing, so it was like so many feelings. And I feel like this is one of those songs where that's evident. It's just like there's the screamy outro to it, you know.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, there's a note in this song that you hit. I think it's a song where you hit it and you like it's kind of a long note, and every time I hear it I'm like, holy shit.
Is it this one?
I think
this one?
Maybe it's this one.
We'll find out.
I hope it didn't already happen in a previous song.
There's some long ones in some other songs that are coming up on this album. I'm looking.
Damn, that guitar sounds so good.
Yeah, I was also there have been a couple moments of like instances of, like really cool bass lines on this album, and there's like the verse bass line for this that I think didn't come back just then, but like it's very good.
Hell
very,
yeah.
Very groovy.
My friend Chris, who produced it, is a bass player. That's like his main instrument, bass, and then guitar, and he's amazing. And yeah, so many of the parts on this are just like, it just feels like this record. There's like not a moment where we didn't like really consciously think about what the part was gonna be. Whereas like some of the stuff I've made since this record, you know, there's just like there'll be time constraints on things, so you just can't like spend the time necessarily. But for this record, there just like wasn't. We were just kind of like working on it as we were going along, and as a result, it would be like just like every little like twist and turn of a guitar or bass or something was like, is that the right part or could it be this part?
Right. Meticulous with it. Yeah.
We got here in the chat TL saying for Johnny, I really am realizing how much following your music and gender journey has been important to me in my own. And so thanks for all of that. It continues to be fucking weird that my best friend keeps becoming friends with artists that have influenced me a lot. LMAO. And yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's what happens when you got a friend in the biz.
Yeah. I mean, when you're talking about bass.
Mm-hmm. This little
this
bass drop.
Little section. And the little harmonics.
Yeah, it was very like it's cool because there's like I don't know. I almost want to say like post-punky elements, like the arrangements here a little bit of like dropping down and then this high guitar.
Yeah,
a lot of like I think kind of to what you were saying, like how you were able to spend the time and like try ideas. You found a lot of like diverse and interesting and very fitting ideas, you know, to like supplement and support the song and lift it up.
Cool.
So
yeah.
Damn.
Then it gets big.
Oh
yeah.
Building harmonies.
Yeah.
I was gonna say always remind me of Mother Mother, but I think now remind me of Mother Mother because I may have actually heard this song first. But yeah, there's like
I don't know that reference.
oh, Mother Mother is really good, Canadian band. But yeah,
Okay,
they do like
great.
really good building, like 3-part harmonies and
Love that.
a lot of
yeah.
swelling stuff like this.
I love how the song ends too.
Yeah.
Because it goes down just to the like one vocal.
Yeah.
It's kind of dry too.
Mm-hmm. My only regret is that I wish there was more space after it. Because it goes right into the next song.
Yeah.
It's just the little things. You can't win them all.
This one is Wait for Me.
Oh, yeah. This is the one. The other one.
Is this one a killer live?
Yeah, I guess I would say it's a killer live.
You do this on your have you toured with a full band before?
Yeah, but the last time I did a full band tour I think was in 2015, so it's not frequent that it happens. But
when you did was this the point where it's like, okay, everyone get off stage except for me kind of thing?
Exactly.
And everyone was like
yeah, exactly. It's like, oh shit, the band's leaving, now it's time for this solo song. No, yeah, totally. I usually will close with this song, or I'll play it right before. I'll like close with it, aka we're done playing and now there's going to be an encore or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm usually like, okay, I'm going to play this, it's the last song, and then you guys are going to be like, one more song, and then we're going to come out and do one more song.
Yeah,
that's
like where they're like, but you didn't play Making It Up.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What? There's a set list. We didn't rehearse.
I can see right here at the bottom of your cell it just says encore. I can see. The mystique is ruined. Yeah.
God.
Did you get guest string musicians for this, or is this also programmed?
No, yeah, there's guest string musicians on this. Fun fact, the guy who, like the main string player, also plays a lot of strings for Evanescence.
Whoa!
So that's a cool.
What the
Hell yeah.
Yeah, if I'm remembering correctly, his name's Dave Eggers, and he was a friend of a friend, and is like a string player / session musician in New York, and like wrote a bunch of the shit on like all the Evanescence stuff and like Regina Spektor and things like that. So like some really cool claims to fames there.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I feel like this record is like stacked with like musicians and stuff, and then I remember, but we all like recorded just like in my friend's fucking closet, like in his house, so it's cool.
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive. I'm like accessing a memory right now. I am almost positive I have like sobbed in a fucking on-campus apartment listening to this song in college.
It's likely.
I'm so sorry, but also thank you.
Yeah.
That's the perfect setting to sob to this song, is in an on-campus college apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Highly recommended. If you ever need a good cry.
It's a good one for that. I wrote this one when I was in school and all I wanted to do was quit and move to the city and play music. But instead I got my art degree.
And looking at your website, very well put to use.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And this one is Don't Go.
Oh, yeah.
This was you telling yourself, no, stay in art school.
Yeah, now the rest of the album will be seen through that lens.
Stop it. Good Lord.
Yeah, it's funny how much of this, like, almost this folksy, like, country stuff bleeds into even this record.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's this one, and then, like, How to Be Alone also had, like, quite a bit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always kind of been there for me as, like, a little bit of, like, folkiness, and I honestly, like, the past 5 years or so, struggled with it a lot.
It's fucking chorus.
Oh.
Copy paste.
I struggled with it a lot because I was like, what am I doing? Am I making indie rock? Am I making folk music? Whatever. And then, yeah, during the Pandy, I put out the country record. And then since then, I've sort of just been like, fuck it, I'm just going to do it all whenever I want. And so, you know, the upcoming record, I feel like, is a lot like this one in the way that, like, you'll have songs that are, like, clearly, like, indie rock, indie pop songs. And then there's, like, these like sort of country folk songs on the same album. So I don't know. Hopefully it works. Whatever.
I think it does.
It's the songs I write. It's all I can do.
Is that the note you're thinking of? Yeah.
That shit.
I'm not gonna belt it. I just wonder if I can hit that.
Same.
I could.
What note is it?
I have no idea.
I know one of you has a keyboard. What note is this?
Someone tell us this note.
No.
What is that? Yeah, what note is that? Somebody knows.
Somebody-
Do I have a keyboard handy?
All right, I like the bridge too.
B flat according to Rat Bear.
Oh yeah, the end of the bridge too is where everything goes real fucking.
Oh yeah, I can hit that.
B flat.
Oh yeah, I can hit that. Wait, doing a higher note. Clicking a higher note. I can hit that one.
Oh, it's about to be higher now. I think this is.
Oh yeah, this is.
ITL. Oh yeah. Oh.
I'm sorry we didn't start soon enough for you.
Oh, is that the same note?
It is the same note.
Yeah, that's my highest note.
B flat being your highest. Isn't B flat like a very, very common jazz key? So maybe that would make you a good jazz singer.
Ooh, look at me go.
Oh, yeah, that's how it works.
Whatever your highest note is, that's your best key.
You can do B flat. That's a jazz note. You should do jazz.
Oh, you do good.
And this is Hole in Your Heart.
Oh yes.
God.
Y'all ever used an omnichord on anything?
Huh?
Have you ever
Omnichord?
used an omnichord? There's
I
an
don't
omnichord
have
in this
one.
song.
There's one in the space that I don't think we're allowed to use, and I've been so tempted to fuck with it, but it's
They're
not
fun.
my
That's what this instrument is in the verses. That little
the like droney kind of thing on there. What?
that little
Oh, those.
sparkly guy.
Yeah, omnichords are sick.
They're cool and weird.
Oh, sorry.
How dare you?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, your heart. Every chorus is good. Try to stop me.
Do you like? What is your ratio of like chorus that is written the first time you sing it versus like editing it out to be what you're imagining? How like much do you mold the choruses that you end up with?
honestly, it totally varies, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of songs that'll like start out with a verse, and I can't even figure out the chorus until a long time having worked on it. And then there are other times where it's like the chorus is the first thing that pops in my head, and then I build a whole song around that.
Sure.
So yeah, it totally varies.
Do you ever have like two separate ideas that like you've come up with separately, and at some point you're like, wait, this one's the verse, this one's the chorus, they're the same song?
I think that's happened like one or two times, but like I feel like I never think to do it. But it's happened before when I've been like collaborating with other songwriter friends, and I'll be like, okay, I have this one idea, and then I have this other idea, and they're like, what if we just do those two ideas together? And it's like, oh yeah, yeah. That's always like,
sometimes you just need
that feels like a like unlocking a secret when you do that. You're like, oh shit,
totally.
I'll just put these. They go together. They make one. Oh, that's fun.
I just personally find myself writing like that a lot. Just having like a big like backlog of just like parts of songs.
Totally.
You know?
I mean, that's a fucking one way to do it for sure. And then you just piece them together like modular sections. I think about that too, because I'm always like, oh, but I like this part, but do I want to use it for this song or do I want to save it for some other song? Then I'm like, if it's my song, am I allowed to just use it as many times as I want to? Which is another thought.
Yeah.
You know, like when a band will have like
a motif.
the same part that happens in multiple songs.
Yeah.
It almost makes it feel like musical theater sometimes. You know,
it's just a.
We're bringing back
theme.
this, melody line or whatever.
Yeah,
I'd do that. I just never think that far ahead.
Yeah. I mean, the Origami Angel does that a ton with both of their records, and the Wonder Years did that for Greatest Generation. They had, they had like a bunch of motifs that went through the whole album. This is Say What You Mean. This is my favorite song on the album.
I say the F word in this song.
You say the F word in this song?
Which F word?
Frog.
I can't believe you say frog. Oh, that's why it has the little E.
Yeah,
it's got the little E.
It's got the explicit E.
E for E, a swear word.
Swear jar.
Oh my God, swear jar. Oopsies.
I have a swear jar at a show, just like a punk show, and it's like, you're allowed to swear, we encourage it, but you're also donating to this fund every time you do it.
Every time you swear, you're donating to the band's gas fund.
Yeah.
I like that. So this is your favorite.
This is my favorite.
Is it because it's about unrequited love?
No,
No,
probably not.
Is it
no.
because of the sick drum fills?
I think it's because of I like the chorus the most and the little riff. So that when the pre-chorus is great, and like the chorus, and then the riff right after, like in the middle of the chorus. Wait, right boy.
This one.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
I love it. It's very kind of surf rock.
Yeah.
I'll take that reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really love this song too.
If there is a song,
Did you just say fuck? Did you just say fuck on this?
It's in the bridge. It's in the bridge. Oh, that's funny.
I think if there is a song of yours like that I would want to see you bring Chris Farron on to do a duet with you for, this would be a great candidate for it.
Oh, that's a cool idea. Yeah.
I was thinking you're Chris Farron, and you have a lot of like with this record, a lot of like synth compliments. Like a lot of his synth stuff complements the synth that's going on here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I would totally.
Someday I want to redo all these songs.
You want to redo these songs?
Just for funsies. Yeah, I want to redo everything from the olden days. You know, once the new album's done and I don't have that I have to worry about making, like, I think an ongoing project, like probably until the end of time, will be like redoing songs, because I've got like 50 or so songs on my back catalog. I feel like I'll just do them one at a time as I feel like it, and it would be really cool, I think, to explore like collaboration with buds on some of that sort of stuff.
Totally.
I mean, yeah, the project could be called literally lower key music.
Yeah,
because you have to lower the keys so that you can sing.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was one of the.
Is that one of the?
Oh, is that one of the?
Yeah.
I see that.
Way ahead of you on that one.
You got it.
But you got it, though.
You got it, though.
No,
you got it. Ooh, that riser, the whoo.
I like that crazy shit. Literally every drummer who's had to play this song has been like, "Are you serious?" Because these drum fills are like weird as hell.
Yeah.
Oh, did we missed me saying the F word during the bridge? We talked right over it.
Did we talk right over it? Well, say it right now, just to.
Fuck!
Whoa! We're gonna pick off a stream.
I just picture that meme of the dog that barks and says "fuck." You know?
I can't believe.
I love that sounds like the end of the album. Like it sounds like a build up to all that, and then it's kind of an outro.
Well, yeah, you end the movie, and then you have the credits song.
we talk about a lot
Like
about ways to
legit.
end albums. And that's definitely one of.
I like to do that.
Favorites, yeah.
And
I like to do that.
this is "I'll Be Okay." It's the final song.
Yeah, I like this one a lot.
Do you have any thoughts about kind of the final track being called what it is and the album being called what it is, kind of a statement of, after all this, what you mean is I'll be okay? Was that like a conscious thematic decision, kind of ending it where it is?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a thematic decision in that this song in general, when I wrote it, it's sort of like a discussion about all the shit that I write about and go through, but like at the end of the day, it's going to be fine, you know? So yeah, I mean, I guess it was a thematic choice in that way. Like I wanted to end it on but here's like a slightly hopeful note. I mean, even though it's a very sad song still.
Sure. But looking forward, at least.
Yeah. Always
That's just gonna
try and remember that.
Yeah.
Do you generally end your albums with like a sort of like softer song, or do you?
You know, I think I have. No, it goes back and forth.
Goes back and forth,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I know like there's probably more. There's different ways to end albums, but I can really only think of like predominantly you either do a fucking like blast out banger to finish your album, something just huge, or you like really come down to like the lowest point.
Yeah.
And like do something really soft. And I don't really know. I can't think of an example of like anything else right now.
Yeah, me neither. Because those are usually my two go-to sorts of things.
Because I know like
I want to end it.
Yeah,
you either end it with a fist in the air, or you end it with like a
hand on your heart. Fist in the air or a hand on your heart.
Either
one.
I think it ends up feeling similar to like the quieter version, but I think you can also sort of end like at like a medium level kind of drifting, like sort of rather than trying to sum up or close the album, just kind of leave them feeling like they're in it.
Yeah.
Kind of let it drift away. But
Oh yeah, I do like that. I like that approach too.
you know, like fade out albums or fade out album enders will do that, kind of feel that way.
Fade out.
A fade out.
Yeah.
I've been
I'm
wanting
not
to do
huge
a
fan of
fade out,
outs
but I haven't done a fade out. I've every once in a while I'll be like, should we just fade this song out? But it feels like such like a 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
Or, like,
Nightlife last week they opened their EP with a song that fades out.
Yeah.
open.
They opened with a song that fades out.
That's amazing.
Pretty amazing. Yeah.
Well, it's like
The guts.
Yeah.
The glory.
I always prefer like anything else if there's another good ending for it, but I do like as I've gotten older I've found that like sometimes there's a call for a song to just feel like it never ends. Like
Yeah.
a dance song especially, right? It's like this is-
Honestly.
it's leaving me behind, but it's still going.
Yeah.
Also, I love this like
The first song on that Captain Jazz album, I like an Alphabet Apollothology. The first song on that fades in, which is kind of the opposite of what we were talking about, and that's a really cool effect.
Yeah.
because it's like media res. It's like this song has been going on for a while, and I'm just entering it in the middle of it.
Come
You
on
know?
in, we're playing.
Yeah.
I like that.
Literally starts with like a door opening, and you just walk in.
What's the percussion stuff going on here? Because it sounds like brushes, but like it then started sounding kind of almost digital. Like
It's both. It's a
Yeah,
mix
it's gotta
of
be
there's
digital.
some like I think like 808 type.
Yeah, I
beats,
hear an
and
808
then-
snare there.
And then we had my friend Steph Barker play brushes on a snare drum, and that's sort of layered in with it.
Oh, okay, cool.
And yeah, I was thinking about that because we did the brush drums in my friend's basement, which was like where his laundry machine was. And it was just like a nasty Brooklyn basement. And while we were down, I was like recording vocals down there and shit too, and kept seeing centipedes.
Oh,
Being like, you gotta come down and kill this for me.
Oh yeah. Why are there centipedes, or what are those called? There's one that looks like a centipede, but it's not actually.
millipede.
No. I fucking knew someone was gonna say
One of the
that.
other peds. That
you're
was
talking
it.
about like a
That's it.
There it
silverfish?
is.
We did it. There's the record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, thanks for listening and
Thanks
to
for
us talk
making
about
it.
it
Yeah.
during it.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank you for
making
being
it
here.
and allowing it to still exist for our ears. It's great. Sometimes people make things and then it's not around, and you wish it was, and sometimes you're glad it still is.
Thanks for making me feel really good about the music I
Take
made.
these off now.
Yeah, we can
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, like
I don't often get to sit around with people while they talk about how much they like the thing I made. It's really nice.
that's the thesis of the show. But also, I mean, yeah, I think like William wouldn't have music on that they didn't feel like they could say things about. I mean, yeah, we've there's a lot to love in there, and we've loved it for a while.
Yeah, I mean, if I am kind of curious. I know this is the post listen along time, but I do want to know like how meticulous your track listing was, because the album flows very well.
I feel like it wasn't planned out, but it was a situation where like I had all the songs and then I just like spent a shit ton of time putting them in different
them in
orders
orders,
and
yeah.
listening to them and
Yeah.
like listening down to it and hearing each song going into the next one and being like, does that work? Does that work? But yeah, usually, if I haven't come up with a track listing ahead of time, I will try and put something together that like feels like a dynamic listen, you know, like I want to like take somebody on a journey through if they're going to listen from start to finish. So like, you know, the same way you do a show, like opening with the banger and like we just talked about, like leaving them with the fist in the air, a hand on a heart, like that sort of shit.
Yeah.
And I'll also like, you know, try and think about the themes of the songs, and if there's like a way to like make it feel like it sort of flows like a story, I'll think about that too.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. I'm always in favor of that kind of track listing where it's like a curated experience start to finish. You know? Like, do you ever like start writing a song like, oh, this is the first track? Or,
no, I have not done that yet. I've yet to like write a song knowing where it's going to go on a record, I think.
You haven't even written a closer? Because I feel like a closer is almost like more, I mean, I feel like an opener, there are several like times where it's like, oh, I mean, this one's like, this song kind of goes like hard and it's good and that'd be a good opener. But I feel like for a closer, if you write a closer, sometimes you just know. Has that ever?
I don't think that's ever happened for me either.
I mean, okay.
With this record that I'm working on right now, I feel like there were just like 2 or 3 songs where I knew, okay, maybe this one's gonna open or maybe this one's gonna close, you know. So, but I didn't write anything like in particular to be like the opening song or the closing song. I'd like to someday, maybe.
Sure.
Like think about like write an album more in that sort of a way, but like as a late, especially in the past year, it was more of just like I was doing a lot of writing for different projects, you know, about different subjects, and I knew I wanted to make an album, and so I sort of like took all the songs I've been writing and picked and chose ones that were like, you know, kind of felt like they were part of the same story, I guess, and put them together that way. So yeah, I've just yet to like be like, okay, I'm writing the album. Track 1. Welcome to the band.
I got like fucking Tenacious D shit.
Yeah. I gotta say, I don't think I've ever like sat down like, okay, I'm gonna write an opening track. But I think if I write a song and it feels like an opening track, I know that pretty early on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like with writing music, it's so hard to set out to do a specific thing and then do it anyway. Like,
yeah, right. And we all have such different processes too. And there's so many people being like, "This is how you got to do it." No, this is how you got to do it. This is how you got to do it. And it's like at the end of the day, you got to figure out the thing that works for you.
Totally.
You know. But I definitely would love to like experiment more, have more opportunities to do stuff like that. Be like, okay, I'm gonna like write an album. Let's like write it. Like, let's think about it ahead of time. Let's conceptualize the whole album before writing any of the individual songs. That could be cool. That could be cool.
Yeah. Have you ever written like from a perspective that wasn't your own?
Not really.
No, because I just think about like Dan Campbell of the Wonder Years.
He's really good at that shit.
Like, because he has his entire side project where he's literally like portraying a different person and writing very, very personal songs from that person's life that is not that is fictional.
The Aaron West stuff.
Yeah, the Aaron West stuff. Yeah,
Aaron has an entire backstory and history and personality.
Yeah.
And I've toured with Dan a few times while he was doing Aaron West, and it's really interesting to hear him talk.
Damn,
about it.
you with Aaron West is such a good pull. That's like a great like lineup there. That makes so much sense.
Good times. I've always been like in awe of people who can do that, because I just like can't. I mean, the closest I will get to writing from someone else's perspective is writing about, you know, my feelings about someone else's thing that they're going through.
Sure.
You know, but it's hard for me. It's hard because when I do it, I always feel cheesy about it. I always feel like I can't pull it off.
Yeah.
But some people can, and that's cool. Go for it. I'm gonna stick to my very personal songs.
I know. I was seeing David Combs.
I don't know who that
David
is.
Combs, Bad Moves and also Spoon Boy.
Oh yeah, I know Bad Moves. I love Bad Moves.
Yeah, Bad Moves. David Combs is a guitarist and one of the vocalists for Bad Moves. Well, they all like sing at some point, whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say that whole band.
Bad Moves is kind of hard to nail down a vocalist on that, but David Combs also like Spoon Boy and his most recent project Dim Wizard, which is like a fully fully collaborative project. But I saw him talking recently about how you know, in the pandemic, like in quarantine, and like doing the Dim Wizard project taught him to completely redo the way that he writes music.
Yeah.
And apparently, I'd love to talk to him about this now, but he said that it kind of has opened him up to being able to write about anything. And I'm like, if I could access that kind of, because I struggle hard these days with writing lyrics and like songs, because in college, Jonas and I were in a band together in college. That's where we met. And we
like 100 songs over 4 years.
We wrote like 100 songs over 4 years, between the two of us. And several of them I thought were very good. And then individually, I think, I mean, I have a master document of the amount of all, like, lists of all the songs that I've written, just so I don't forget them, because I'm like terrified I'm going to write a great song and then forget it exists.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't write any of the music down or anything, and oftentimes I don't even record demos or anything like that. But I have like a document of like 76 songs that I've written personally, and that was all before like moving out to LA. And it's not like I don't have plenty to write about, but I just I think I've written 3 songs since moving to LA.
Yeah,
and that was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It just like the well dried up or something. I don't know what it is, like if there's some sort of blockade, or I'm like just way like overthinking everything now, or
well, I don't know. I feel like stuff's always easier in college because all you have to think about is going to school and then doing whatever your hobby is or whatever, you know what I mean?
I think there's also like absolutely like an added pressure right now, which I know that you feel too, Jay, of this. I mean, this isn't going to be like, it wouldn't be like a Glass Beach release for my own music, but it is something that like will be seen by people absolutely for the first time. I know people are going to listen to my music if I release something.
Yeah.
Whereas like that's never happened before. I usually release in a vacuum, and then like maybe 2 people that are my friends hear it and they go like, "That was really cool, William."
That
was really cool.
Now it's like, you know that there's going to be people who are going to see it and have an opinion.
Yeah.
And it might not be a good one, and then you're like, what am I here for? What is my life?
Yeah, it's nerve-wracking.
Yes.
I mean, I've put out like 8 albums or something with various bands like before the first Glass Beach album. And like this next album that we're working on is like the first one that I know people are going to listen to, which is weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it is super weird. Because it's hard to keep open that, you know, we just want to keep doing stuff however we want to do it, and we're writing things, and but it's not in a vacuum anymore. You can't avoid the fact that, you know, we have an idea, or we're like, oh, we want to do this like really radical thing with this one song.
Yeah.
And for good and for bad, now it has to be like sifted through this like colander of audience.
Yeah.
It's like without even realizing it.
Huh?
I was going to say just it's without even realizing it happens.
It's an unconscious thing, yeah. Because like on the conscious level, I'm literally like thinking, what are people going to think about this is like creative poison.
Yeah.
Like it's
the
like,
worst.
for one thing, you don't know what people are going to think about it. And me personally, I am always going to assume the worst, and that's just going to hold me back. So I believe in just doing what feels right to me, and for all artists to do the same.
Yeah.
You know,
I
trust
agree.
your own intuition. Don't try to pander to your imagined audience in your head, you know.
We got Rap Bear here in the chat, says, question for everyone: how do you approach orchestration? I'm currently tweaking the orchestration to my dance punk album and would love to hear your takes on it. Tweaking orchestration, I know Jay does all the orchestration.
Yeah, I'm the orchestrator here.
Yeah. So if Jay wants to,
how do I approach it? The thing is, I don't really have a method.
Yeah.
There's a few things that I'm conscious of, though. Like, I feel like a lot of the time I'll be writing something and I'll just hear like, oh, it needs this instrument on it. Or sometimes there's some kind of thematic connection that I can make, like certain associations with like, I don't know. Like, I think like when we did Orchids, like I really specifically heard that like flute mellotron doing that pattern. And like in retrospect, I was like, oh, I was definitely like trying to evoke Strawberry Fields Forever.
Yeah.
But lately, something I've really been thinking about with orchestration is just like space, like in like the frequency spectrum, and like thinking about whether I want it to be like, you know, really close, like everything kind of in the mid range, or just all kind of clustered together in pitch, or like really open if I want it to feel really big. Make sure to have some stuff that's really low, some stuff that's really high, take up the whole spectrum, or like just have extremely high and extremely low, which is like spacious but kind of empty, kind of austere, you know. It's like that's kind of how I've been thinking about it lately, just like this sort of space that it's creating, you know.
I do think that for music, a lot of times, do you mind like touching that really quick? I think for music, a lot of times it's like, it does feel almost like there's so many possibilities that itself can be pretty stifling.
Yeah.
Because, you know, what you were just talking about, I think most people, when they first started, you know, recording or like doing music themselves, they aren't even thinking about frequency spectrum stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, and that's like a whole other added element. And on top of that, I mean, like effects change things a lot. So it's like, I want to add a guitar. Okay, but do you want it to be dry or wet? Do you want there to be delay, echo, reverb? Do you want there to be distortion? Do you like all sorts of, are you doing an acoustic guitar? Do you want your acoustic guitar kind of to sound flat? Do you want it warm? Do you want it, you know, a little bit more dim? Like what are you looking for each instrument? So yeah, orchestration, I think, can feel like pretty overwhelming, and coming from someone who does basic rock band orchestration things myself, or I have in the past. I mean, the way that I think about it is, you know, to go back to your album, I think on the first track on your record, when the chorus comes in, there's suddenly this like just downstroke guitar that's doing like a ding 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 ding, and that's like something that's like to give it drive, like immediately. It's not an intricate guitar part. It's not something like, it's not like this cool lead that everyone's gonna remember, but it like really serves the song, and it feeds like the drive of the chorus. So if you were like really struggling with orchestration, or if you're looking for like an approach, instead of being like, oh, I want strings on this, and I need to, how do I write like a string part? For me, if you're having trouble with that, I would avoid it for now, like build up to that. And instead look at like, what do I want this next section to feel like? Do I want it to be like kind of funky? Well, then I know that I need to write like kind of like a boppier bass line and get like a cool like thumpy guitar in there, like for a lead. Do I want it to drive? Like, because the thing that I do in my own production, or I have, is if I want something to like feel like it's building tension, I will put I'll take like a lead guitar and I will ascend like in key. I will ascend like and just kind of bury that in the mix, so that it's like kind of doing like a like throughout like an entire like a bridge or something. I will just like bury that back there, but it's like constantly like ringing your ears upwards until like it hits like a chorus, and then it's like boom, and like that kind of a thing. So my opinion would be to feel out like what you want to do with a certain section of a song, with each section, and look at the emotions of it, and like, do I want this to be like boppy? Like, do I want it to be swingy? Do I want it to be that kind of thing? And then approach from there, not necessarily setting out to like, I want to write a cool riff. It's like, no, write something that like really serves the purpose of that section of that song. That's like all I could say. And it is very complicated and can be.
I do a lot of like listening to music really analytically, like almost more than I listen to music for fun at this point. But but I like to listen to songs and like hear like, you know, what instruments do I hear? Where are they placed? Like, how are they mixed? What effects are there on them? And then what effect is that creating? You know, how does that relate to the sort of concept and the lyrics or whatever? I definitely think like if there's anything that can be like a guiding principle, like to make sense of like all the possibilities, it's just like, what is like the theme? What is like the concept? And like what kind of sounds would either connect and evoke that, or like kind of contrast it in a meaningful way?
Did you have any input?
No, I'm just listening.
Cool.
Yeah.
So someone right here just said, well, Rap Bear followed that up with, do you have any albums that you think have wonderful orchestration? I want to get to that in a second. Pet Sounds. And then this other person, Yoa44 says, hey, I just broke up with my girlfriend of over a year and your album has helped me. Thank you. I don't know if that's in reference to us or Johnny here, but I'm sorry and you're welcome.
I think because it's hey guys, it's probably to all y'all since I'm just one person.
Yeah, I
So
suppose.
it's probably Glass Beach. I want to say, did you do the breakup via Cameo? Did you hire? What celebrity did you hire?
We were talking earlier.
Let's remember earlier. If you were just entering the chat now, it's.
I'm sorry about your breakup.
Sorry about your breakup.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you're finding things to get you through it, and happy that we can be part of that.
Yeah, music is great for breakups. Turns out.
Yeah.
Wonderful orchestration, I would say. By the way, also Light Exchanges. Light Exchanges is an album I covered on here 2 weeks ago with Emily of Sister Species, and they have amazing orchestration. There's a trio, a trumpet trio that does like all of the horns for that album and for that project, and they are outstanding. It is like by far some of the best like horn orchestration I've ever heard, and especially in like rock and indie rock spaces. Very cool.
Yeah, I feel like the term orchestration is so broad, and there's so many like almost like good orchestration is like one of the most important factors in me liking an album to begin with. So.
Yeah,
it's also so hard because I feel like it what is good orchestration depends so much on what the rest of the composition is.
Yeah.
So it's like it's hard to give a general like tip or it depends on what exactly you're going for. And you said dance punk, but as far as dance punk orchestration, I don't know.
And I mean, I feel like the word orchestration, it makes you think like horns, strings and stuff, but like you can have like guitar, bass and drums and like orchestrate it like amazingly, you know. It's a matter of like making do with what you have and just using things very intentionally, I guess.
Yeah, just think about what each part is doing. Try to hear parts that aren't there and that might want to be, and hear how parts can work together. Because like when I'm writing a part, if I hear like half of the middle of a melody and I want to just accent it, I build the middle of that into another like countering part. So just hear things, play around, and trust yourself.
I think speaking of like conceptual orchestration, Sophie is so fucking good at that. Rest in peace. But, but there's like a pretty early on she did like a double single thing that was the song Lemonade and Hard, and like just from the titles like Lemonade is like all these like bubbly sounding kind of pop sounding production, and then Hard it's like everything sounds like it's like they're banging on trash cans and shit, and it ties in with the lyrics and stuff, but just like sort of it's all synthetic, you know, it's all synths and stuff, so it's so easy to just kind of create this world from scratch with it. Hearing that, like, that was definitely a big influence on like, oh, like the production can be like the theme, it can get across the theme of the song in the same way that lyrics can or whatever.
Well, I think I'm gonna start taking us out. Is that cool, everyone?
Totally. What time is it?
1:45.
1:45.
Yeah, we've got practice soon.
So I want to reiterate, I'm gonna go back to the browsing window really quick. I just want to talk, !listen in the chat. That'll bring you to Johnny's Links. We've got the link to their funding page. We have a link to their Patreon. We have a link to their Cameo. We have a link to hi, Mossy Pixel.
Hi and bye.
Hello and goodbye. We're leaving. We're wrapping
up. Mossy Pixel actually just released a book.
It's true. I'm 50 pages into it now. Well, like 45 pages into it now.
Called The Third Daughter.
Is that the book you were reading the other day at the
yes,
pool?
it is, at the pool.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah, it's great. Pick it up. It's like, it was like $5 or something? $6?
I think it's like $8 for the physical copy, plus shipping and handling. And you can get the Kindle version for like $4 or $5, something like that.
Yeah.
It's great.
Loving it so far. If you read or want to read, check it out.
But this is this page here. Again, there's merch and there's everything. The Cameo, the links, the Patreon, everything is going towards one, like helping Johnny to just like be a full-time musician and travel and do whatever they want, but also specifically right now for funding an album. So ! Listen. Thank you, Jonas.
You're welcome. !
Listen in the chat. We'll bring that in. Apparently Demon Twink has a poetry book. It's free.
Oh yeah.
But please, if you have the means and you can, I would suggest donating to Johnny here to, you know, I know you said you recorded the album already and it's probably getting mixed and everything, but it's moreover like recouping your...
Yeah, exactly. It's sort of like
costs.
I'm making it and paying for it as I go along.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like the better my fundraising goes, the faster the album gets made.
Yeah, right.
Sort of
right.
vibes, you know.
Yeah. So check that out again. ! Listen. That'll be all of those. Going back to the talk screen here. I'm gonna say thank you again. I'm gonna talk about our tour for like a hot second. So. No, you
should talk about your tour. No,
you don't want me to do that?
Glass Beach is going on tour, and it's going to be huge. And there's so many shows that are getting sold out.
Yeah. So
I'm going to talk about your tour.
Do it. You tell them that is it New York? We're supposed to. No, New York is. What we're supposed to tell them that a show is close to selling out. Which show is that?
Isn't New York already sold out?
New York is sold out.
Chicago's close to selling out.
Chicago is
Can you
close to
tell them that, Johnny?
Yeah.
Chicago, it's Subterranean.
Yeah.
Damn, y'all are gonna sell out Sub T.
So we're touring in November, and we're doing Los Angeles, Arizona, Phoenix, Odessa, Dallas, and Austin, Texas, Jacksonville, Florida, Atlanta, Georgia, Washington D.C.
Sold out.
Yeah, which is sold out. Philadelphia, we're doing 2 days there. The first day it actually just got added, and the second day is sold out already. We have Brooklyn, New York, which is sold out. Columbus, Ohio, Detroit, Michigan, Chicago, Illinois. Or Illinois.
Come on, feel the Illinois.
Yeah.
Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Denver, Colorado. That's all in November, and Denver, Colorado is the finish of the tour, which is on December 1st. We're doing this with Proper and with Home Is Where. Those two bands are great. Home Is Where has actually done a listen along before. That's in the listen along playlist. You can find that.
Have you not had Proper on?
I have not had Proper on yet. No.
Damn. Let's do it.
I know, we should. Here, you can see all of the dates closer. Yeah, really stoked about this. I would say, you know, there's a booster shot for the vaccine that's coming out. I think Biden said that it was going to be available to all Americans on September 20th. I would encourage you absolutely to get that. Get vaccinated now if you haven't already. These shows are going to be like proof of vaccination, proof of like negative COVID tests, mask mandated. And even then, we're still like cautious and wary about like whether they're going to happen, like what it's going to be like when we do them, that kind of thing. So please, please, please do everything you can to make sure that we're safe and you're safe. We don't want anybody getting hurt or sick from us playing. Trust me, like we want to see all of you. We do. But if it's going to be putting people in danger, hopefully you would understand that that's not something that we're interested in. And who's to say what the future is going to look like? It doesn't seem like people are getting a handle on this, and by people I mean governments. So this is likely just going to be our future, at least for a while. And if that's the case, like we just have to do everything we can to make sure that ourselves and the people around us are doing the necessary preventative measures. You know, getting the vaccine, getting the boosters as they become available. Apparently the booster is supposed to like significantly increase the efficacy against the Delta variant. So please do those things.
That would be nice.
Our tickets are available, ! Tour in the chat. We'll bring up the links to those and you can check those out. And that should be pretty much it. I do these every Saturday. This was so great, Johnny. Thank you for being on.
Thanks for having me. It was wonderful.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Car Talk, but we had to reschedule. So I'll have Car Talk on some other time to do Pass Like Pollen. I love that album too. So
yeah, it's one of my favorites as well.
Look forward to that.
And when your next album comes out, hopefully we'll be back on this couch. Or
I mean, I could cover quite a few other things that you've released because I love Charlie Mountain too. I really do.
The Home Is Where Listen Along can be found on the Second Glass Beach channel on YouTube.
Oh yeah, there's a playlist called Listen Along, and you can find that with bit.ly/Listen Along YT with a capital L, capital L, capital A, and capital YT. So bit.ly/Listen Along YT. Capital L, capital A, capital YT. It's important because Bitly's actually use capitalization in their links. Yeah. So check that out. That looks right.
Yep.
Great. Thank you, Mossy Pixel. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
And get Sam's book.
Get Sam's book.
Okay, I think we're good.
Yeah, let's raid somebody.
Next week, we'll set up a raid. Stick around for that. Check people out. Next week is going to be Carol for Spoiled. I believe I'm going to check that now.
We're raiding otters.
Do I have a minute to find this?
We're rating otters. So we're gonna all of our viewers are gonna go watch another stream for as long as they want to.
Oh, that's
we'll go over that together. It's
soiled, not spoiled. It's soiled. Soiled, which was recommended to me by Disposable America. There we go. And it's really great, and I'm super excited about that. So that'll be next Saturdays, and then after, I don't have anyone else booked yet. So who's to say?
It'll be me again.
Yeah, come back. Yeah.
I'll just fill all the space.
I mean, sure. Every single time I don't have someone, it's like, looks like Johnny has to come back to LA.
Every one of my goddamn records.
Okay, cool. That's it then. We're good. Let's raid.
Bye, everybody. Enjoy the otters.
Thanks for watching.